Hi, Jerry Nelson, Life Coach. Welcome to my video on the principle of path. What I'm doing today is I'm just recommending a book that is a book on talking about the path that you take in life and what happens on different paths. Charles Stanley of In Touch Ministries is a minister that's on television. His son Andy Stanley has written a book, The Principle of the Path, how to get from where you are to where you want to go. Now, it was very interesting to me. I thought, yeah, I really know this stuff, but I'll read the book anyway. Well, as I read the book, I found out that I really didn't know what he was talking about. Now, what he's talking about is biblically, it is described as what you sow, you'll reap. And another way to say it in a negative is some roads are better not traveled. But what it boils down to is that the direction that you take, in other words, the path that you're on, the direction determines your destination. Now, this was one of the things that I thought I knew. Oh, that's obvious. The direction you take determines your destination. And then he started giving examples in the book. And I'll use a financial example. For example, a Christian couple, knowing they're under the protection of God, knowing that they're on a godly life, is going along, but they are off the path in terms of their finances. They're spending more than they're actually taking in. So they really aren't following the principles, the principle of earn more than you spend. And so they come to a place where they're overcharged on credit cards, they're maybe facing bankruptcy, losing a house, one or the other of them loses a job, and so they've lost their income, and this month-to-month paycheck to paycheck type living that they've done actually has come to a conclusion of failure, 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 failure. They either go into bankruptcy or divorce or both of them, and they cry out to God and they say, well, why did you let this happen to me, God? Well, the truth is, the direction they took brought them to this destination. As life challenges happened, they were not equipped because of the direction they took financially to handle life challenges. Now, another principle in this book is that forgiveness is not an escape from bad decisions. In other words, we are forgiven for any mistakes we make. One of the principles of life is that we have to make mistakes to learn and grow. So making mistakes is a part of living. But being forgiven doesn't take away the consequences, doesn't give you an escape from bad decisions. Natural and logical consequences do happen anyway. And then the final idea is that what we pay attention to gives us our direction. So if we're paying attention on TV to ungodly words, ungodly visuals, ungodly processes, and we say, well, I'm a Christian, I know that that's ungodly, I don't have to deal with that. Well, the truth is, if we pay attention to it, it then takes us on a direction that we can't control. What we pay attention to gives us a direction. So, when we pay attention to something that gives us a direction, then our direction determines our destination. All of a sudden we see a principle of what we pay attention to gives us our ultimate result. So, anyway, the book is amazing in terms of its examples. These principles I've just told you about should give you some clarity about why it makes sense to you to look at this book. Again, Andy Stanley, The Principle of the Path, how to get from where you are to where you want to be. And that's our book recommendation today, Jerry Nelson, Life Coach. Thank you for watching the video.